There are two types of people in this world: people who book Disney's Coronado Springs Grand Destino Tower, and people who regret not booking the tower.
Wow, we're starting off kind of spicy today, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, the tower is the biggest hidden gem on Disney's property, probably.
Do you think so? Or is it just a moderate resort in the top hat? What do you think?
Well, we are going to get into it today for sure. Welcome back to One Slice at a Time, the podcast where we talk travel one slice at a time. I'm Ryan Joy, a travel agent specializing in large group trips.
And I'm Stephanie Picasta, a travel advisor that helps big multi-generational families travel together without losing their minds in the process.
And today we're diving into Disney's Coronado Springs Resort, a resort that, depending on how you book it, can either feel like a deluxe experience or feeling like you missed something.
Last week, we broke down the Disney Dream versus the Disney Fantasy. If you missed that one, go back and give it a listen because choosing the right ship is like choosing your pizza toppings. You have to get it right, and it's magic. If you get it wrong, you're stuck with something you don't want to eat.
Even if you're not a Disney person, stick with us, Pizza Pals. This episode is really about understanding how to maximize value in a resort stay anywhere in the world. So let's get into it. Grand Destino Tower versus the Casitas. Stephanie, where do you land?
I really think it depends on the traveler. Families like the spread out feel of the casitas. It's quiet pools, it has some breathing room, it's relaxed.
All right, I'm just going to say it. Book the tower. Don't book other things. Just book the tower.
Not even a little hesitation there.
No, no, the tower feels like a completely different resort. You walk in and it's sleek, it's modern, it smells amazing. It's like
Oh, yeah.
Disney said, let's make this feel like a convention hotel that actually has a little bit of personality.
And the rooms are definitely noticeably nicer, more
Yes.
updated, better layouts, better furniture, and I think all of them have great views.
Pizza Palace, let me ask you this. Would you rather stay in a standard hotel room or something that feels closer to a deluxe experience for not that much more money?
And that is literally the key. The price difference usually is not massive, but the experience difference definitely is. So let's talk about some pools because this is where Coronado Springs really spreads its dough. I mean, spreads its wings.
Respect the effort on that. That fun.
I tried. The main pool is called the dig site, and man, it is fantastic. A big pyramid, a water slide, great theming.
What I love is the quiet pools that are scattered throughout the property, especially for families or groups who want to relax without all that chaos of the amazing
Mhm.
slide. Or when some kid pees in the main pool and the lifeguard tells us that the main pool is closed. This happened to me on the last trip.
On our last trip, the main pool, there were kids climbing up the pyramid. Big no go if you're ever there, guys. That is not something you get to climb. There was kids climbing up the pyramid and they shut down everything.
Well, you can do the slide that comes out of the pyramid. You just can't scale the
Right.
side of it.
Exactly. Guys, if you're traveling with grandparents or you just want a more laid back afternoon, those smaller, quiet pools, they come in clutch.
Yes, they do. And the trade-off, though, is going to be the size of the resort. It's big. You will walk if you're going from pool to
Yes.
pool.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest moderate resorts, like square footage, coverage wise, in all of Disney. It relies heavily on buses. So, Pizza Pals, what do
Yep.
you think? Are you team convenience or team space and scenery?
Because at Coronado, you're choosing a little bit of each. This is why I say the tower. The tower is really convenient to all the food options. You can walk to that main pool, no problem. When some kids pees in the main pool, you can walk to another quiet pool that's really close by. It's perfect. Tower. And this is where working with a travel agent matters because we're not just booking you a resort. We're helping you choose the right part of that resort.
Exactly, guys. This is the same hotel, but this is a completely different experience depending on where you stay.
Right. It's time for the Crusty review. So over at the Mercado, which is kind of like a food court at Coronado Springs, they have a pizza station. You can get other things like pasta dishes and whatnot,
Sure.
but who even looks at those? There are two types of pizzas. One is labeled pizza, and one is labeled kids pizza or something like that. The kids pizza is like no bigger than an English muffin.
Ooh,
Put that
okay.
aside, we're going for the regular size pizza. So I was there recently. I ordered my pizza, and the guy, he immediately throws it into the oven. So this isn't a situation where they're stretching out dough in front of you and topping it and stuff. After about 5 minutes, maybe less, the guy pulls the pizza from the oven, puts it on a paper plate, throws a garlic knot. And I mean, he like throws a garlic knot
Look.
right in the middle of the pizza and then hands it over to me. And at first, I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, ruh-roh, this is not appetizing at all. There are some positives. The crust holds together because it was fired well. It doesn't feel soggy or fall apart like it was microwaved or something. It's not that puffy crust. The cheese
Good.
is nice and stretchy. Note that the pepperoni does not char, so it's, that's not great. Is the pizza above average? No. Maybe a 4 out of 8 on my scale. But I was surprised that it wasn't complete microwave trash. I gotta be honest. I really thought it was going to be similar to Pizza Rizzo or Pizza Fari, whatever it is. Like, it was better than those.
What about the rest of the food at Coronado Springs? Because this quietly has some of the best dining. I think this has the best dining at any moderate resort.
Whoa. Whoa. Toledo is going to be the star. Tapa style, great views, especially at sunset. Pro tip, if you're a big group going to Disney, they have some private rooms that are really
Really
nice.
nice. Yeah.
Stephanie and I had dinner in one of the private rooms at our agency's top performers dinner earlier this year.
And then there's the Barcelona Lounge. This is perfect for a drink, a coffee, or just to relax.
Yeah. And okay, I'm going to go ahead and mention this. There are some chairs in the hallway between the tower and the gift shop
Why are we reviewing chairs?
because it's like the most comfortable chair that you'll ever sit in. I don't know what Disney did, but this is freaking elite. I Googled it. The chair costs like $4,000 or something. So Coronado Springs just has like 50 grand worth of chairs just sitting in the hallway. I know we're talking about chairs in the middle of the food section, but whatever.
Guys, this is just the level of detail you're going to get when you're working with Ryan. Not only is he going to give you the best pizza Rex, but the best chair Rex too.
I guess so. I'm giving the people what they need. But that's not even all the food that's at Coronado Springs.
No.
There's also Rick's Sports Bar, which I think is like
Mhm.
one of the only sports bars that are in like any of the Disney hotels. And that's got
Yep.
super reliable food. And it always, always can get a reservation there, no matter what.
Yeah, very open. And guys, we cannot talk about Coronado Springs without talking about Three Bridges. It's this great little bar in the middle of the water that kind of ties everything together. And the reason they call it Three Bridges is there's three bridges that head out to this center section where you can have a great cocktail. Again, just some tapas. It is a great place to sit and relax and enjoy the views.
Can't believe I've missed it. So I'm going to have to do like a research
Try it.
trip. Also,
Mhm.
the main pool has a pretty legit like quick service situation going on. You can get
Yes, I do.
chicken tenders, you can get all the main stuff that you get at any quick service, but pretty extensive. And then they give you like, here's a pro tip. If you order a drink from there, from like the fountain drink,
Mhm.
you can refill it for like 4 hours. So
Right.
just a note that it may cost you $5, but it's well worth it.
So, Ryan, speaking of refilling your drink for 4 hours,
No wonder some kid peed in the pool.
right.
You were saying?
Oh, yeah. So, who is Coronado Springs good for?
All right. So couples, adults,
Yes.
conference
Yes.
travelers, anyone
Mhm.
who wants a more elevated Disney stay without paying the deluxe prices can get that Grand Destino Tower.
Mhm. I have couples that only book here. They only book the tower. Every time they go to Disney, they only stay in Grand Destino Tower. This is honestly great. I have a little secret here. The club level, this is the only moderate hotel with club level. So if you're there for a conference or as a group of adults, you can stay club level at this moderate resort, and it is a great price point. And the club level here is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Some people say it's the best
Some
club
of the
on property.
best.
Yeah.
Now,
So
not going to go
again,
that far, but
well, I'm going to say it one more
I'm
time.
going to get to that level.
Just in case
But
somebody
it's
missed
good.
it, I'm going to say one more time. It would go into Coronado Springs, book the tower, the tower, the tower.
Unless you're staying with a big family. Because while they do have some villas in the tower, sometimes the casitas just work better if you're there with a larger group.
Okay. So Stephanie says
And you
there's
can still
some money
use
in
all
store.
it isn't like they're kicking you out of the tower. You can still use all the amenities of that tower resort and go to the restaurants and all that stuff and use the same pools. So, work with me and Ryan. We can help you pick which one's best for your group, what style fits you best.
Yeah. And I will be picking the tower.
I would too, but my kid, we don't stay at Coronado.
Okay. Fair enough. Yes. Little bougie.
Also, this resort is close to Animal Kingdom. So this is not a moderate resort that is relatively close to any of the other parks. You guys are going to be close to Animal Kingdom, but other than that, location matters on this one because you are going to be busing to Epcot, to Hollywood Studios, to Magic Kingdom, to Animal Kingdom. So if you're doing a park heavy trip, this may not be the right resort for you.
Third point, though, is it's very close to Blizzard Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So if Blizzard
True.
Beach is in your itinerary, if you booked the tickets that get you water park access and you think you're going to be spending a lot of time at Blizzard Beach, specifically not Typhoon Lagoon,
Right.
that could be an advantage. So it really takes
be.
like putting all of these pieces together and deciding whether or not the resort is right for you.
Pizza Pals, that's our take on Disney's Coronado Springs Resort.
Yeah, and next week we're heading back out to sea as I tell you about one of my latest group offerings aboard the Norwegian Aqua. Don't miss it because you might want to sign up.
I want to sign up, guys.
All right. Well, I'll send you a payment
Already.
link.
Thanks.
Oh.
Oh, goodness. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
And for more travel insights, strategic group ideas, and more pizza analogies, visit extracheese.fun and subscribe to our newsletter.
All right, Ryan, before we go, we have to ask you, what's for dinner?
Well, we talked about Toledo's tapas and all that, so I'm thinking that we're going to keep it on theme and we'll do some tapas.
So 6 small pizzas instead of 1 big one.
Let's not get crazy. I'm going to have both of those things.
That tracks.
Yeah. Pizza Pals, wherever you're eating tonight, we hope it's delicious.
And we'll see you next week. But in the meantime, keep traveling the world.
One slice at a time. Bye.
Have a great week, guys. Bye.